is down inside. In the paint.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Halliburton outside. From outside, off the mark. Banchero against Mathurin. Banchero, a screen on Halliburton. Halliburton with the steal. Turner passes to Siakam. And a wide open look for Halliburton. It's good from long range.
A pure looking jumper right there. Halliburton has such confidence in his ability to score.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Clock at 4. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And Caldwell Pope able to hit those mid-range shots consistently, but that's one the defense will live with.
Siakam kicks to Turner. Plays it up and banks it in. Turner's got 5 points so far.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack.
In the air and down hard!
Oh, stop.
Turner finds Siakam. Outside Mathurin. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Banchero. Over Siakam. And it's Banchero missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And a wide open look for Mathurin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Caldwell Pope right side. And Wagner has it in the corner. Buries it down low.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
Mathurin passes to Turner. The tray. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Good on the three-point shot. And that's now 6 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Banchero against Siakam. Fires the 3. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Magic trail by 3. to Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Banchero. Trying to find Suggs and gets it to him. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And he's good on the 3-ball. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points.
And the truth is, I like what the defense does there, but KCP with the high release undeterred.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
It's all tied in Orlando. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Both on the floor at the 3 and 5. It's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Banchero in at the 4 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Halliburton with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Mathurin for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year, and on that team, he has really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Here's Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Shoots the 3. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And here's the break. Here's Nembhard. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. To the middle. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Siakam misses.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Caldwell Pope finds Wagner. 2 points. That one goes. Now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Pass to Banchero. Launches it. Hands it from downtown. Banchero's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Caldwell Pope dishes to Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Halliburton's got 6 points. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Caldwell Pope right side. There's the lob to Banchero. Turner with the steal. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992. Jack went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Pass to Nembhard. Mathurin for three, and it's Wagner with the rebound. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Indiana?
Now, here is Halliburton. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Siakam. Now, Nembhard. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. A shot by Nembhard, no good. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Mathurin for three. The shot misses. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Indiana out in front, ending the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
On the court for Indiana, we got T.J. McConnell. We'll be topping out there with Neesmith. Then there's Shepard, and it's Bryant in at the center position. And great, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Here's Black. Pass to Isaac. Here's Black. Black at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's De Silva. Pacers with the rebound. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Shepard. No good on the three. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Magic. Isaac passes to Carter. On baseline, Jay. Toppin pulls it in. Indiana leading by 4. Neesmith with the ball. Isaac picks him up. Neesmith can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Down low, here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Count that one. McConnell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Puts the move on. Black dishes to Carter. Bryant with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Shepard, that's good. The Magic trail by 6. Anthony looking it over. Lets the three fly. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
It's going to be on Obi Toppin. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad. Cole Anthony, he has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
Here's Black. Hits the target from 18 feet. Black's got his first basket of the night. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And Toppin throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Picked by Anthony. Bobs it up for Anthony. Stolen by McConnell. And here we go with Toppin running it up the court. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. The second chance effort. And Bryant with the lay-in.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance point.
Pass to Houston. Back to Anthony. Here's De Silva. 5 on the clock. The Pacers pull it in. Toppin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Toppin sets a screen for Shepard. Drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Indiana lead.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Neesmith can't get it to go. Lets it go with a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Neesmith has got the lead up to 10 now for Indiana. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Houston. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Back to Neesmith. Puts up a deep 3. And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Our post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. Anthony is out there with Black. And it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. That's us out there for Orlando. Caldwell Pope kicks to Banchero. Here's Bitadze. Lays it up off the glass. Bitadze's got his first points in this one.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
The shot's good from Halliburton. Stan, the last few decades, we've seen the 3 become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is. And teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the 3 spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the 3 is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. But I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner 3.
The Magic trail by 9. They set the pick. Back to Caldwell Pope. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And that one is good from Suggs.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. From past the arc. Orlando grabs the miss. There's the lob to Banchero. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Halliburton for three. The rebound by Bataze. Bataze's got his 6th rebound on the night. Kicks it out to Banchero. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Sinks the three-pointer. Now just a 2-point Indiana lead.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And the Magic with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Knocks it loose. Halliburton with the steal. Now Nembhard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Pacers?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
And it's Halliburton missing.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but
and it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch-and-shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Banchero passes to Bataze. Caldwell Pope for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep three-point land. The shot by Turner no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Turner passes to Mathurin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Suggs with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Halliburton drives in.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Wagner from long range. The rebound by Turner. And the Pacers with possession here. They lead by 4. Really left alone that time.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Wagner. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers. is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Duncan Robinson is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. Here's Ware. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Pass to Bataze. There's the 3. Miami grabs the miss. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense, hand in the face, crowd him, anything to discourage him from taking shots." So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Now here's Adebayo. For 3, Robinson hits the trifecta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside, Caldwell Pope lets it fly. And he gets the jumper to drop. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
Hey, the form, the release, everything in sync and lined up. Fun watching Caldwell Pope shoot the ball like this.
Shot from the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Drills it from deep.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Hero, the pass to Robinson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Stolen by Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Buries it from 3.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
Hero against Suggs. Misses the 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Little turnaround. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Clean jumper there by Hero. He really knows his shot well.
Suggs outside. And another miss by Orlando.
2 minutes remaining.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. 4-point game. Pass to Robinson. The 3. Here's Ware. Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Whoa. Oh, out of this world reverse jam. Nice. Now here's Suggs. The 3 from Banchero. That one no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins from long range. Connects from downtown.
I'll tell you what, how easy does Wiggins make the game look? I mean, in the flow, excellent stroke from distance. That's fun to watch. Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Hero with it. Wagner picks him up. Wiggins for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic trail by 9. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Caldwell Pope's got 8.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Hero for 3. Rebounded by Suggs. And for the Magic, they're shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Here's Banchero. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And the mechanics Banchero has shown are already solid, which is what makes him a dangerous shooter.
And stolen by Suggs. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Caldwell Pope, and another basket for Orlando.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Hero for three. That one doesn't drop. That'll count. No good that time. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Heat out in front, leading by just. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Batadze in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. From downtown, and that one's good. Burks for three. Burks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
The Heat with the lead. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Pulls up on the wing, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
Adebayo, a screen on Suggs. Burks got room, and there are the Heat with another bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Adebayo. And the 3 off target. Magic trail by 5. The 3 from Banchero. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Wiggins for 3. Orlando with the rebound. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Beyond the arc. And it's Wagner missing. Miami leading by 5. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Caldwell Pope for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Shoots it from the high post, and the shot's good by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 7.
Hey, it's a simple game. Just take what the defense allows. Wiggins reads it, smooth with the mid-range stroke. Knock it down.
Caldwell Pope, a screen on Wiggins. To win the cold spell. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
shoots a fadeaway. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Burks has got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Caldwell Pope finds Suggs. Wagner outside. Fires from deep. And another three for Orlando.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
Heat leading by 3. Wiggins from long range. Wiggins for the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Goes up on the wing. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 9.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Burks for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to an end. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Without question, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope displaying his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Hero and Jaquez Jr. out on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. Picked by Carter. De Silva, no good. Heat leading by 4. Here's Jaquez. The rebound by Carter. It's a one-on-one situation. De Silva with the bucket.
Easy look provided by Wendell Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can share the rock.
Hero for 3. Knocks down the long J. Hero's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Graham.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
6 to shoot. Outside Carter. Here's De Silva. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. De Silva's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Fires the 3. No good.
Well, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Anthony misses. Miami has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Hero for 3. Rebound by the Magic.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's De Silva. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Heat have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Anthony with a screen on Jaquez. Here's De Silva. Drains the triple. De Silva's got 8.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez. Love, a screen on Anthony. Here's Jaquez. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Magic trail by 5. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Pass to Black. The 3. Offensive rebound. Miami's gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. From deep, Mitchell. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. 3-pointer, Anthony. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hero. using his post moves to get the 2 points. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, this is how you finish off the fast break. Hero, great at taking initiative in these situations.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Rebounded by Jovic. Miami leading by 7. Outside Mitchell. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Magic have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Here's Black. Sinks the tray. Black's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Mitchell, the pass to Jovic. From outside the arc. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Anthony misses. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Here's Hero. And Miami again with the bucket.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Three-pointer, Anthony hits a three-pointer.
You just know from a very young age, Cole Anthony's been perfecting that three-point shot. Maybe like his dad. His dad was kind of a pedestrian three-point shooter.
They grab their own miss. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Jovic has got 5 points.
You've got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Here's Black. And again, it's the Magic from deep. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. The 3 is up. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the clock.
And so it's Miami, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Cole Anthony. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wagner. And it's Black in at the 2. That's who's out there for Orlando. Stolen by Wiggins. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Nice assist there. Typically attacking with the scoring move. This time Wiggins attacks with the pass.
Back to Anthony. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Miami leading by 4. Outside Robinson. It's Adebayo, high post. Here's Wiggins. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac outside. Pass to Anthony. Isaac with a screen on Burks. Anthony misses. For Miami, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
A line change here for Orlando. Burks for 3. No good on the shot. Magic trail by 4. Pass to Wagner. Back to Suggs. From the arc. And it's Miami with a rebound. Ware's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Burks passes to Robinson. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Heat lead by 7.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And there's a pick. Fires for 3. At the arc. Banchero finds his mark.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Robinson against Caldwell Pope to the inside. Back to Robinson. Pulls up, high post. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Robinson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Suggs. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Drains the triple.
Tell you what, somebody came to play and compete tonight. Wiggins has been bagging his groceries all game long.
Suggs surveys the D. Shoots over Burks. Suggs with the bucket.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Wiggins outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the paint. Perfect execution from Banchero.
No shame or fear in this young fella. And Carroll going to take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
Puts it up from the high post. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Robinson. Robinson's got his 3rd assist of the night. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 7. And Carroll with a screen on Robinson. Caldwell Pope. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. It's Wiggins on the wing. Here's the 3. He's off on that one.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Wagner, the pass to Batadze. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Miami has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. It's Adebayo with the drive. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, Adebayo's an aggressive player who plays with passion. Have to as an undersized center in this league.
Suggs, no good. So it's Miami now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Here's Robinson. Orlando with the rebound.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Orlando again missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Fade away. And the shot is good off the backboard. And the Heat lead by 11.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what.
Oh, wow! Are you kidding me?
From long range.
Goodness!
What a shot.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot. Now here's Adebayo. Wiggins from outside. Kept alive. And Adebayo throws it down.
Just doesn't feel like Bam Adebayo is 6'9". He covers so much ground.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. No good on the triple. Adebayo against Siakam. Adebayo passes to Hero. And here's Adebayo. Three-pointer. The rebound by Turner. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project bigness, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. And you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Adebayo with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Burks. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Hero. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Now, here's Burks. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, Wiggins, following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner for 3, and Wiggins is good for 3.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins deadly enough from that spot.
Siakam for 3. Pass to Nembhard. Looking to end the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Nembhard's got 5 points so far.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Oh, Turner in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Look at this special. Turner knowing ahead of time when to get up for the alley-oop.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. Back to Burks. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wiggins. And the shot no good, a bit short.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Deflects the pass to the paint. Adebayo kicks to Burks. Another shot, and it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Halliburton against Burks. Pass to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. They had a number of cracks in it, but came away empty-handed. And a wide open look for Siakam. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And stolen by Wiggins. Puts it up for Adebayo. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. We've got Alec Burks. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Weir in at the 5. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Berry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there's a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Knocks down the 3-ball. Adebayo's got 7 points in the game.
Man, bigs like Adebayo gotta drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of his game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Nembhard's shot is good.
Nice find by Halliburton. Just a great feel for the game.
Pass to Burks. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. For the 3. Unable to get that one. The Heat leading by 3. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. Drives to the hoop. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
From deep three-point territory, Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got 14 points for the game.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Burks. Here's Adebayo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Siakam.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5. A true defensive anchor.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. McConnell passes to Shepard. Back to McConnell. The three. And Indiana, another three.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Back to Robinson. To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Ware's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Neesmith, the pass to Shepard. Ryan sets the screen for Shepard. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Adebayo. Misses from short range.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Miami's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Love it when Wiggins plays with this kind of confidence, especially off of the dribble where he can get dangerous.
Toppin. That's good. Here's McConnell with the assist. Toppin's got his first basket.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Adebayo. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Neesmith can't get it to go. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. No good on the last second attempt there. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Miami Heat. He finishes with 9. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Miami leading by 4. Toppin is out there with Neesmith. Then there's Shepard, and it's C.J. McConnell, and it's Bryant in at the center. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Mitchell passes to Jovic. Mitchell against McConnell with the fadeaway. And the basket is good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Bryant gets a wide open look. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Jovic. Love with the screen on Bryant. Kicks it out to Love. Mitchell wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. This one for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 9. Here's Hackett. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
To end the run. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 6 points.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Bryant against Love. Hero from long range.
And Bryant not holding back that time.
Over to the wing. Now, here's Neesmith. Defense right on him. Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
And that's rocking the rim. give him 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensation. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Here's Shepard. A three-pointer off the mark. The Heat leading by 5. Jaquez with a wide-open look. Nailed from three-point land. Jaquez has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Heat. McConnell scanning the floor. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Mitchell kicks to Hero. There's the pick. Mitchell against McConnell. Pass to Jovic. Misses the three. The Pacers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Trains it from beyond the arc. Shepard's got 5 points so far.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Outside, Hero. Trains the three-pointer. Hero's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, the shortest 3 in the game is making use of that corner spot, and Hero in the right spot that time.
And he comes up with the deuce.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Mitchell against McConnell. Mitchell passes to Jovic. Here's Hero. Toppin pulls it in.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Hero's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter. Smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Launches from deep. The rebound by Bryant. From deep three-point land, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor for Miami, Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Works for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan. There's plenty of time to get back in. Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Wiggins surveying the floor. 4 on the clock. There's Hero with the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Heat lead by 11.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero. So confident in his ability to connect from deep.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And stolen by Wiggins. Hero on the wing. Nemhard covering. Adebayo against Siakam. Goes up the baseline. Second chance shot. Ware kicks to Adebayo. Works for three. Good D by Siakam.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Good on the triple.
Rising fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Miami no good on that time either. To the paint. Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
I love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And a wide open look for Halliburton. That three off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Burks in the corner. Outside, Hero.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
6 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. And it's sent back by Turner. Where Nembhard grabs the board. Pacers trail by 8. Turner inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. Halliburton for three. A three ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul. And Miami making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
Number 55.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And here's Adebayo outside. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Alec Burks checked in for Hero. A steal. Now here's Mathurin, the fast break chance. Good on the three-point shot.
And wow, Mathurin, the youngster making his presence known.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Robinson for three. Connects from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 8.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Fade away. The shot, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Wiggins anticipated that when he saw the foul coming, and he made sure to get that one off.
And that one misses. Ware passes to Adebayo. Tries again. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Driving to the basket. And Adebayo throws it down.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So Miami takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took. Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the
fans.
smash once again.
And BA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Bataze in at the 5, down low. Pass to Suggs. From behind the arc. They get it back. Bataze can't hit. From deep. Kept alive by Indiana. And here's Halliburton. 4-3. The Pacers again can't hit. Bataze, the pass to Banchero. Bataze with a screen. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
In transition, here come the Pacers from deep three-point range. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Caldwell-Pope finds Wagner. Counted from distance.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. Unable to get that one. The Pacers have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Three-pointer Mathurin. It's rebounded by Wagner. The Magic have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Nice shot by Turner.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Bataze. Now Wagner. Shoots over Mathurin. And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got 5.
Well, you don't often see Wagner exploit the defense in the mid-range, but he understood this is where it will work for me right now.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Wagner, right side. Inside. Oh, stolen by Turner. In transition, here come the Pacers. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Mathurin with the ball. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all, and is still so young.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Bataze. The shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Siakam looking it over. Three-pointer, Halliburton. It's rebounded by Banchero. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Wagner outside. Caldwell-Pope with it. He's guarded by Nembhard. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Caldwell-Pope's shot is off. Caldwell-Pope's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Nembhard, right side, from deep. He buries it from 3.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Outside, Caldwell-Pope, count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Here's Halliburton. Count the basket. Halliburton's got 5.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
And Carroll with a screen on Halliburton. Suggs, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area. But nobody between him and the basket on the break, and the pass was right where it needed to be.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Banchero. Wagner on the wing. There's the triple. Pacers with a rebound. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Siakam for 3. The shot won't fall. For 3, Caldwell Pope. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pulls it. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Mathurin. No made baskets yet. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. So it's Orlando now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Gets the 3 ball to go.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career, Tyrese Halliburton. Let him hear you.
All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, BA, got to be near the top of the list. Number 1, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Now here's Wagner. Launches a 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds in the game. Halliburton finds Turner. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Wagner. The Magic have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Back to Wagner. And he buries his first look.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
Here's Nembhard. And Indiana misses again. Orlando leading. Suggs with it. Halliburton picks him up. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Turner.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate. Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
Listen, that's a looking for hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And he can't get that one. For Orlando, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. It's stolen by Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Let's go with a 3. Another miss by Halliburton. Orlando has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Wagner. Here's Caldwell Pope. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Suggs. Takes it inside. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Wagner for three. Gets the three to fall. And now it's a 7-point Magic lead.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Wagner. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For three, Matherin. He drops it from range.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Matherin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Back to Halliburton. Clock at 6. Turner passes to Halliburton. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Over Wagner. Halliburton misses.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. Goes up from the top of the key, and it falls all over the rim and in. Caldwell Pope's got 11. Here's Nembhard. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
It could go. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope displaying his skills today.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
Doing such a great job of orchestrating this offense. I love the way he has been in complete command of the offense.
On the court for the Magic, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then there's Anthony, and it's Black in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Black. Now here's Carter. Banchero the screen. Wing shot on the way. Carter can't get it to go. Picked his pocket. For three, Anthony. Another shot. And the layup is good by Carter. And the Magic lead by 3.
Well, in pursuit of the basketball, that extra effort paying off for Wendell Carter Jr.
McConnell uses the glass on the layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Anthony against McConnell. Here's Banchero. Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that. My goodness, Topman puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Shepherd for 3. They get it back. Outside for McConnell. Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. And it's Shepherd missing. Orlando's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. McConnell's shot is off. Orlando trailing here. For 3, Anthony. And Toppin pulls it down. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. There's Neesmith with the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Magic trail by 4. Here's Banchero. Out to Anthony. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Indiana. Bryant's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
McConnell outside. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. McConnell with a steal. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Orlando making a switch here. Houston's checked in. Left side, Neesmith. And here's Toppin from the arc. The shot, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
This one's for 3. Shot's good by Black.
Cole Anthony's teammates appreciate playing with him because they know if they're open, he's going to find them.
McConnell passes to Neesmith. The fadeaway. The rebound by Carter.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to De Silva. To the wing on the left. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Here's Black. He nails it, and we're tied. Black's got 5.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
McConnell from outside hits the trifecta.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Black's got 8 points in the quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's De Silva. He's scoreless. Black, no good. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Anthony. Launches it. And it's Shepard missing. The Magic shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Pass to Houston. For the lead. The rebound by Neesmith. Well, Indiana shooting 34% thus far in this game. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Yeah, Thomas Bryant has the ability to take and make deep shots. You've got to get a hand up and contest.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Bryant. And here's Shepard for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Halliburton and Emhart, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Houston to the middle. Here's De Silva. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Turner, no good. Orlando leading. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Stolen by Siakam. Now the Pacers on the move. Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. From deep. Rebound by the Magic. Pass to De Silva. Here's Houston. Fires for 3. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Siakam's got 5 rebounds in the game. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic. A line change here for Orlando. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Banchero finds Suggs. The kick out to Banchero. Siakam with the defensive effort.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play. They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Matase can't hit.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look. We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. Wagner for 3. Mathurin with a rebound.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Buries it from 3. Now it's a 5-point Indiana lead.
Oh, big-time pivotal bucket, Tyrese Halliburton. We see you.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope for 3. Fires in the triple.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
To the left wing. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Orlando. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
It's Suggs with a drive. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Jalen Suggs, a big-time bucket. This guy is fearless.
Halliburton, no good. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. It's stolen by Halliburton. Here's Turner. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Miles Turner comes up big in such a big-time moment. All right, Miles, we see you.
On the wing, Suggs. It's stolen away. And here come the Pacers again. Indiana with the fast break. The offensive rebound. Nembhard outside. Fires the 3. And connects from downtown. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Wagner for 3. Pacers with a rebound. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
And stolen by Suggs. And the Magic pushing it up now by himself. Money.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
And it's often a very tight window when you skip it across court.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Wagner. Neesmith covering to the paint. Pass to Batase. On the wing, Suggs.
And it goes! He gets it! Wow! I'd love to see when those shots go in. The winner at the buzzer.
Frank, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Here's Bitadze. Here's Caldwell Pope. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hero can't get that one to fall. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Boy, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Now Hero, after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wagner wide open. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra, and we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. See if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Corner shot. And it's Miami with the rebound. In transition, here comes Miami. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Drops in the tray.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Banchero outside. A three-pointer, no good. Miami trailing. Adebayo finds Burks. Pulls up on the wing. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. And a miss there on the triple. 1:46 left here in the opening quarter. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell Pope's career. He's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. Shots good by Hero.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Banchero, that's good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by Hero.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
And here's Banchero, following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. Kicks it out to Wagner. Over Wiggins, and that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Hero, that's a two-pointer, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. 1 second left. The shot, no good. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Heat. He finishes with 9. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second chance opportunities just with effort.
Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Ware in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any.
Yep, I would agree. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Burks for 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now, here's Wagner. He has 7. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Suggs. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Suggs has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Magic. Adebayo with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. Adebayo passes to Ware. Puts it up. Again, the Heat good for 2. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number 1, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Now, Wiggins following Franz Wagner's 3-point attempt. Loads it up for Adebayo. Shot's good by Hero. Now it's a 5-point Heat lead. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Wagner finds Suggs. Baseline try, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Suggs has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, terrific move offensively from Suggs. He is locked in on that shot and finishes.
Wiggins right side. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Wiggins has got 10.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We hadn't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. 14 points for him.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Now, here's Burks. Pass to Adebayo. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here we go, one-on-one. There's Wagner with the three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Wiggins throws it down. And the Heat lead by 4.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Can't connect from long distance. From deep three-point land, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Miami ahead, up by 2. And, okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so in the game for the Magic, the post pairing Isaac and Carter Jr. Then it's Anthony, and it's De Silva in at the 3. Queen can't get it to go. The Heat shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
They get it again. Love kicks to Robinson. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Queen. The Magic again can't hit. The Heat leading by 3. Jaquez the pass to Love. Love with the screen on Anthony. Here's Jaquez. That one no good. The Magic have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming up the line at the break.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Anthony Black's checked in for Orlando. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Isaac. And Anthony's got the ball here for Orlando. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. De Silva. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Robinson for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Anthony. There's the drive. Jaquez with the rebound. Miami leading by 4. Here's Jovic. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Isaac a screen on Robinson. Another miss by Orlando. For Miami, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Jaquez the pass to Love. Jaquez with a wide open look. Orlando grabs the miss. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr. A tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
And Jovic gets it to go.
Nice read from the big guy. Loved. His teammates appreciate that selfless attitude.
Here's De Silva, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. De Silva's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Deep 2 from Robinson. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Magic trail by 4. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Mitchell finds Jaquez. Fires the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Miami no good on that time either.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Anthony against Mitchell. Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. Off target from three-point range. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach.
Here we go, fans.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Heat leading by 4. Adebayo is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
Pass to Bitadze. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Caldwell Pope for 3. For Miami, they've got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. The offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Heat lead by 11.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Banchero a screen on Hero. Bangs home the trifecta. Suggs has got 19 points.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
Shots good by Hero.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Orlando grabs the miss. Bitadze's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Banchero finds Caldwell Pope. And Wagner has it in the corner. It's good from long range.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
There's Hero with the 3. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs, so dangerous in the pick and roll.
Goes up from the top of the key, and it's Miami with another.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
And it's Suggs missing. Miami leading by 9. Here's Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. 1:41 left in the game. Suggs with the steal. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball. Offline with his 3. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Wiggins off target from the wing. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Caldwell Pope pushes to Banchero. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Hero passes to Ware. Kicks it out to Hero. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Miami no good on that time either. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wiggins against Wagner, and it's Wiggins missing. And it's the Magic with the ball, trailing by 10. Hits the three-point bomb. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And so it's Miami winning this one. Probably a little closer than that. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back and let me steal. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Yes,
about it, that heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
And now Indiana's starting group. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point.
Great speed displayed that time by Tyrese Halliburton. Went right to the rack when he saw the gap in the defense.
Hero, the pass to Wiggins. 4-3. The shot no good. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. And it's Mathurin missing. Burks for three. On target from range.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
On the wing, Mathurin. It's hauled in by the Heat. Wiggins from long range. Rebounded by Halliburton. The Pacers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And the three-pointer goes. Halliburton's got 5 now.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Lets the three fly. Mathurin with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Halliburton, good.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Burks passes to Adebayo. Back to Burks. Here's the three. Connects from downtown. He's got 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Adebayo. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Wiggins. From downtown.
Love to see Mathurin upping the intensity on D. Getting right up on his man and really bothering his shot.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Indiana trailing here. Here's Halliburton. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Halliburton in his bag for sure right now, showing you everything he's got, including the soft touch.
Stolen by Siakam. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat. The Heat have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Oh, got that one up quick. Hero's got 6.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Halliburton's shot is good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
As to where, the 3 is up. Mathurin with a rebound. Indiana's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him.
Halliburton was hungry for that hoop. Taking the ball right to the rack and drawing the foul.
Indiana shooting their first foul shot of the game. Free throw good, Halliburton. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt. If you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
On the wing, Burks. He's guarded by Nembhard. Wiggins passes to Burks. Drives to the hoop. Up and in on the layup. 11 points in the game.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Halliburton for three. And he drains another one. He's now 10 of 11 from the field.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Pacers leading by 4. Halliburton outside. Up top, Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana. 27 on the night. He's had. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
So it's Miami now. The Pacers making their last shot.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
The turnaround. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Heat trail by 8. Pass to Burks. Here's Adebayo. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Matherin. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Outside Burks. For 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Nembhard. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Matherin passes to Halliburton. Fades back. Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Turner. Halliburton left side. 4 on the clock. From the arc. No luck on that one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Heat trail by 5. Halliburton with a steal. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Siakam for 3. The rebound by Ware.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Halliburton misses. The Heat have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Wiggins from long range. And Wiggins knocks down the three.
I'll tell you what, how easy does Wiggins make the game look? I mean, in the flow, excellent stroke from distance. That's fun to watch. Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Nembhard, good. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Indiana?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Just 5 on the clock. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. In transition, here come the Pacers. Offensive rebound. Pass to Mathurin. Wiggins with a steal. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Ware. Unloads from 13. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Halliburton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Tyler Hero.
Halliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance. Pretty consistent.
So Miami ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Bryant, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Shepard in for Nembhard. Snatched up. Love passes to Robinson. Second chance shot. Doesn't go that time.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Pacers out in front, up by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. They've got T.J. McConnell, Thomas Bryant out there with Toppin. Then it's Neesmith, and it's Shepard in at the 2. Sinks it from distance.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
McConnell from outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Robinson passes to Jovic. Jaquez with a screen on Toppin. 5 to shoot. Outside for Love. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Shepard for 3. Can't get it to drop. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 4. Jovic. Outside Love. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Robinson on the wing, and stolen by McConnell. Toppin outside. Pass to Neesmith. Top it on a screen on Jaquez. Neesmith's shot is off. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Mitchell with the ball, and it's Toppin picking him up. Left side Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And Neesmith gets it to go. Neesmith's got his first points of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Robinson for 3. Miami, no good that time either. Pacers leading by 6. A deep 3. Love grabs the miss. Miami has got 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter.
Shepard, first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Jaquez. To the left side wing. Outside Robinson. Outside Jaquez. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. And Toppin pulls it down. For Indiana, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Shepard. The 3. Pure from 3-point range. And it's a 9-point Pacer lead. The Heat shooting only 39% so far in the game. Now here's Love. Here's Jovic. No points yet. Oh, and Bryant with the block. And here's Shepard for 3. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Robinson. Pacers with a rebound. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. And here's Toppin from the arc. Not going to go that time. Heat trail by 9. Here's Mitchell. The Pacers pull it in. McConnell's got 4 rebounds now. There's Neesmith with a 3. The 3 is up. Kept alive by Indiana. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep. Neesmith's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Mitchell. Soft touch off the glass.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Inside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Toppin from the arc. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And stolen by McConnell. Gets it up. No luck on that one. And so it's the Indiana Pacers earning this break in the action, up 10. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Second personal foul.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Pacers making a switch here. Halliburton is checked in. They've got Alec Burks. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Adebayo with it. Siakam covering. Burks. And Turner with the block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Pass to Ware. Puts up a 3. Mathurin with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Heat trail by 10. Hero finds Adebayo and finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Siakam outside. The Pacers again can't hit. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Hero for three. Indiana with a rebound. And here's Halliburton. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
Now that was nasty. Absolutely nasty. Halliburton looking like a street baller. With that kind of dribble move, major handles.
Second team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Count it.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
The teardrop. Halliburton misses. To the inside. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for.
Neither did the defense.
Here's Halliburton with the drive, and the layup is good off the glass. Halliburton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
Back to Burks. Three-pointer, and Turner with the block. The finish, and then Turner with the dunk.
A strong finish that time by Turner. When you need a big bucket, he can seal the deal on the fast break for you.
Jacks up a 3. Wiggins, no good. Pacers leading by 10. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Miami has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Burks for 3. Mathurin with a rebound. Mathurin's got 4 rebounds now. And stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Ware. Here's Burks. Ooh, poked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Halliburton with the ball. Now Wiggins defending. There's the triple. And Indiana misses again.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wiggins from long range. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Halliburton misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Hero for 3. Nails it from 3.
Put Hero anywhere on the arc, and he'll shoot it. I mean, he is so confident.
Launches a 3. And Halliburton, the bucket, on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got 40 points.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Pacers.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Tyrese Halliburton.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Hero, no good. Here we go, one-on-one from deep three-point land. Halliburton against Burks. Now Halliburton. The shot misses, and the Heat with possession. It's a 10-point game. Now here's Adebayo. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road.